Here's just a really quick video on some of the general WooCommerce settings you guys are going to want to set once you first set up your website. So first thing we're going to do is go over here to our sidebar, WooCommerce, and then click on the settings item. You see some of this stuff is filled out, but first thing we're going to do is add our business address. You're just going to type it in there. If you've got a suite number, put it in there. City, put it in there. Drop down for your state. Select that and your zip code. By default, we have it locked so that you can only sell to the United States, but if you're able to, you can add extra countries here. You could type in Canada, select that, and that'll be an option. Ship to all the countries you sell to. It's generally what everyone sets. Default customer location. We just put either no location by default or geolocate. Doesn't really matter. We want to allow the use of coupon codes. We don't create any coupon codes. No one's going to be able to use them. So that just allows us to do that in the future. And we want to enable tax rates and calculations. Those are going to be the tax rates we set later in the next video, actually. In the United States, we use the dollar. If you are operating somewhere else, you can select your other currency. We always put the dollar symbol on the left of the amount whenever we write money. Here in the US, we do a comma for our thousand separator, a decimal, or a period for our decimal separator, and 2 decimals. If for some reason you need to change that, this is where you're going to do it. When you're done, you're going to click Save Changes. Underneath our Products tab, we want our shop to be our base page. If you want to, whenever someone goes and adds an item to their cart, to automatically redirect that person to the cart, you're going to have this checked. Placeholder image, you can ignore that. By default, with most distributors, everyone you're working with, your weight's going to be in pounds, and your dimensions are going to be in inches. You can have this unchecked if you want to go and hide the option for reviews to be left. By default, it's checked, and we only let people leave reviews who have made an account and actually purchased the product. Inventory tab. We do have stock management enabled. Hold stock minutes. What that's going to do is if someone goes and adds an item to their cart, checks out, and their card payment fails, we're going to hold that stock for them for 60 minutes for them to get a new card or whatever they need to do. After that, we're going to go and cancel that order, and that stock's going to be returned back to the product pool for someone else to purchase. If you want to get an email every time something is low in stock or out of stock, you can enable those two and type your email address in here. Low stock threshold is 2, out of stock threshold is obviously 0. If we want to go and have it so if an item's out of stock, it's hidden from website, you're going to have that checked, otherwise leave it unchecked. And then we can choose how to display what is remaining in stock. Tax and shipping are going to be different videos. Payments going to be a different video. So we can go to accounts and privacy. Guest checkout. Almost always you're going to have this enabled, allowing people to check out without making an account first. But if you wanted to force them to make an account, uncheck that. Allow people to make an account during the checkout process. I mean, you can read through these. They explain pretty clearly what they do. But the defaults are going to work 99% of the time for you there. Emails. This is a pretty important one, actually. So, right now, this is my info because this is a test site. But when your email gets sent out, you want to go and replace this with the name of your site and no reply at and then your site's domain. That way when the emails are sent out, you see that. You can change this and say powered by and then your company name or whatever you want there. You can change the base color, use one of your logo colors there. And then whenever a new order, canceled order, failed order comes in, make sure you tap on this manage thing here. And you have your email address in here. That way you get alerts for new orders being placed. Other than that, that's basically the basic WooCommerce settings. In the next video, we're going to go over taxes, and then the following video, shipping. Again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to support. Always happy to help. Thanks, everyone.